Rain, sleet, or snow? No matter the weather, people are still buying homes, and today it's raining and cold. I want to share this video with you because what I've heard quite often is, Tracy, do I really need my home inspected? It's a brand new home. It's new construction. I don't want to spend the extra money if I don't have to. Are you sure? Well, my answer to them, without a doubt, unwavering, I answer yes. Think about it this way. You have the builder who has their number of contractors, tradespeople, people who are working for the builder. Isn't it worth you spending a few extra $100 or frankly, whatever it costs? Depends on if you're on acreage, if you have a septic, it depends on what's going on. But whatever it is it worth it for you to have someone on your side, your team, your advocate, to take a look at this brand new home from top to bottom, inside and out, just in case the builder's contractor or tradesperson has overlooked something? Because overlooking a small something can end up being expensive something to you down the line. In this video, I'm going to have an inspector to take a look around this brand new home with you to kind of point out some things that people tend to overlook or take for granted. And hopefully by the end of this video, you can scratch off the things to think about when buying a home and add to that must do, having your property inspected. Are you ready? Well, before we go inside, let's take a look at what was discovered on the outside. A blockage in the sewer line. Let's check it out.
So what we see in the course of the new build, everything that goes down the sewer line right now before you take ownership is mostly water and liquids. When you move into the home, of course, there will be materials going down into the sewer line, and we don't want there to be a concrete blockage or a nodule causing a backup into the home. So that's why I'm running a camera down from the sewer cleanouts out to the street as far as I can go to see if there's anything inside this PVC pipe.
What are some of the things that you have seen or commonly see in these pipes?
We've seen concrete buildup, we've seen broken bricks, we've seen bottles, tennis balls, you name it, we've seen it. And also we've seen broken lines in brand new houses.
What would you say to the person who doesn't want to even pay to get an inspection done? What would something as simple as, well, nothing is simple if you have a brick in your sewer line, but some of the things that you may see in these sewer lines, if you just say, no, I'm not paying that extra money, how expensive would one of these fixes be?
Well, let's just say that this inspection is $500. $500 for an inspection is definitely cheaper than a $1,500 to $2,000 sewer fix.
So that's the water running through?
That's the water running through.
So this is a straight line tape joint crack. This is typically indicative of normal settling, structural settling. The homes are built with wood framing, and that being wood, it's going to expand and contract with varying humidity levels. Also, as the wood ages and seasons, it's going to twist and warp a little bit, causing the sheetrock joints to rub together and tears along the paper tape joint crack. So when it's straight line, like what we're seeing here, it's normal settling, or in this case, it could have been someone up in the attic, got off of a ceiling joist and stepped on the sheetrock a little bit.
Okay. Do you see that commonly?
It does happen in new construction because they're in and out so much. Mm-hmm. You have different contractors going in and out of the attic. So the differences in older built homes and the homes we're having built today, the lumber is far different from the homes in the 1940s, 50s, all the way through the 80s. And then what we're getting today is far different. The old growth lumber that we had, the trees were hundreds of years old, so their growth rings were very close together, and the wood was very hard as well. Sometimes we hear it referred to as ironwood. Today's lumber is grown very fast. The growth rings are spread out far apart, and the wood is not as strong. So it's going to expand and contract more than the old wood, and it'll bend a lot easier. So that's why we're seeing some of the settlement issues that we see in new homes.
Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and we help people sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We realize that moving here, well, that could be the easy part. The part that's not so easy is where you're going to live your life once you get here. Hey, if you are thinking about moving in 9 days or 9 months, reach out to us, give us a call, send us a comment. We want to help you realize which part of our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is the best place for you to create your memories and call home. Oh, and one more thing. If you're new to this channel, do me a favor. Subscribe below, press the bell, and you'll be in the know anytime anything goes down around town, around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Now, back to the video.
And then overall, the roof looked in pretty good shape. This is your dryer vent, close to that. And then there's a couple shingles on 5 of them to be exact, that I don't know if they had tucked them under or something happened that caused them to lift this way. So we need to get those tacked back down and sealed so wind doesn't whip its way up underneath them and tear them off. And then, unfortunately, because of the rain, I wasn't able to actually get onto the roof. I was just able to do it from the side. I saw this right here. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't tell if that's roof sealant that they used or if it's actually a crack in that vent cover. They're going to be up there close to it anyway, doing the dryer vent cover. So let's check that out. And then the way shingles are manufactured, you've got, it's a fiberglass mat with tar on top, and they spray granular on top of it. Well, on the bottom side of that fiberglass mat, they have an adhesive strip that allows the tab to adhere to the shingle below it. In transit, they put a piece of plastic over that. So when they put the shingle in, they lift it up, tear the plastic off, adhere it down to the shingle below. There's a couple spots where they've got the plastic still under there, so that shingle may not fully adhere to the roof. They just want to pull that plastic out and it'll be fine. Okay. Water heater, tankless water heater system. It does have the pan. Information label, didn't see any issues with it today. I do fill the tub up to the overflow drain when I can. Here's the interior of the electrical panel. Everything was wired properly. This is the garage door. Now they have disabled the manual lock, which is a good thing. Up inside the attic, here's the interior of the furnace. It does have a cover, it's sitting right there. Plenty of nice fluffy insulation. There we go. There's the roof structure. More insulation and more roof structure. Now you do have the radiant barrier decking that kind of helps reject some of the UV rays. You may see a little bit of issue with cell phone service inside the house. Just make sure that your phone is set to Wi-Fi calling. That'll help out. 20 by 25 by 1 inch air filter for right now. You can put the 4 inch in if you want to, but the main size is 20 by 25.
Okay. And that's in the attic too?
That's in the attic, yes sir. This is the exhaust flue for your water heater, and the trim ring that goes around. They put the seam on top. It really should be at the bottom. They need to adjust that and maybe seal it up with some caulking. Unfortunately, today is too cold to actually run the AC safely. Yeah. So it's just a visual inspection of the equipment today. It's under warranty, so that's a good thing. This is the information label on it. It is a 3-ton system, manufactured in 23, running the current R410A refrigerant.
You need to replace one of those on that.
It's not cheap, is it? Mm-hmm. So I'm being a little picky here. Technically, the code states that the electrical disconnect for your AC condenser should have 30 inches of clearance to each side and 36 inches of clearance to the front. Well, they got it tucked in behind the corner of the condensing unit. So technically it's outside of code. Is it going to hurt anything? Absolutely not. So it's let's not cause a problem where there's not a problem. It's fully accessible. Obviously, I was able to get into it. So code, it has its place. There's good points of it, but sometimes it gets a little too particular. So just because something's not up to 100% code doesn't mean that it's wrong. This is the main electrical breaker. So if you need to shut the whole house off for some reason in an emergency,
You go outside and just slam that breaker down and it shuts the hole out.
And at the very end of the inspection, the inspector will pull you aside and go over all of the findings, the good, the bad, the things to celebrate, and the things that you might want to ask for the builder to adjust. Now, here are some things that I hear commonly discovered even in brand new construction. Insulation, missing or not up to industry standard in attic or walls. AC breaker and electrical panel not the correct size. Water pressure is too high. Now, I know most people like high water pressure, but it could lead to other problems with your plumbing. Or maybe the shower or the toilet's not draining properly. And this one is a big ticket item, an improperly poured foundation. Unfortunately, if it's a foundation issue, the builders typically cover the foundation for 10 years. Well, hopefully this video has given you greater insight of the importance of having your home inspected. Yes, your brand new constructed home. Because after all, when you get the keys, you're excited about moving in. Maybe you're gonna have a housewarming party. This is your time to create your memories in your new home. The one thing you don't want to have to deal with are surprises, and costly surprises. Whatever it takes to have someone on your side, your advocate, someone that you've hired to check the condition of the property before you take possession. Because if it's a brand new construction, the builder will likely use your inspection list as a punch list and make sure all those items are corrected. Hey, I help people move in and around a Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on a regular basis. And even with brand new construction, I very much encourage people to invest that money for your peace of mind. And if you're thinking about moving into a newly built home, hey, reach out, call me, connect with me. I want to help you discover which builder is the best one for you to partner with to create your memories and call home.